The solitude of autumn. In a small town, tucked away between rolling hills and thick forests, lived a man named Leo. Autumn had always been his favorite season, but this year, the falling leaves and cool breeze brought him no comfort. He had lost his wife, Emma, just a year ago. The house they had shared felt empty, and the silence was unbearable. Every corner reminded him of her, the laughter they once shared, the love that had filled the rooms. Leo spent his days tending to the garden she had loved so much. He kept it alive, not for himself, but for the memory of her. The neighbors would stop by, offering words of kindness, but nothing seemed to ease the ache in his heart. One evening, as the sun set and the sky was painted with hues of orange and pink, Leo sat on the porch, watching the leaves swirl in the wind. He felt like one of them, lost, drifting without purpose. He closed his eyes and whispered a wish into the wind, "Send me a sign, Emma. Anything." A few days later, a knock at the door broke his routine. Standing there was a young woman with soft brown eyes and long, dark hair. She introduced herself as Mia, the new owner of the small bookstore downtown. She had found an old letter tucked away in one of the books she was sorting and thought it might belong to him. Leo took the letter, recognizing the handwriting immediately. It was one of the love notes Emma had written to him, long forgotten between the pages of a dusty novel. His heart pounded as he read the words that Emma had penned all those years ago, reminding him of the love they had shared and how she hoped he'd never lose hope, even if she couldn't be with him forever. Over the next few weeks, Mia continued to visit. She brought books, small gifts, and stories about her life in the city. She had moved to the town to find peace after a painful breakup, hoping to start fresh. Leo, still healing, found comfort in her company. Slowly, the weight in his chest began to lift. As autumn turned to winter, Leo and Mia found themselves spending more time together, sipping tea by the fire and walking through the snow-covered streets. Mia's presence brought warmth to Leo's home again, and the love that had once filled the rooms seemed to return, slowly but surely. One snowy evening, as they stood beneath the stars, Mia looked at Leo with a softness in her eyes that he hadn't seen in years. She reached for his hand and whispered, "You've helped me heal, Leo, more than you know." He smiled, squeezing her hand gently. "I think you've done the same for me." And in that moment, Leo knew that life, though filled with loss and heartache, also had a way of surprising you with love when you least expected it. Emma would always be in his heart, but Mia had brought him back to life, reminding him that love could bloom again, even in the coldest of winters.